For some reason, I thought this would be easy. I would just start recording and off we go. Everything goes back to normal. I can talk to a screen, I can talk to myself, and everything will be fine, but it's really not that easy. Thus is the nature of making content, especially gaming content, where if you want a very engaging, video, there has to be a lot of commentation, I guess, jokes, and a lot of things, but I don't know. It's not that kind of this is a bit of a different environment. I'm not doing particularly fantastic right now. I mean, today has been fine. I've done things today. I've achieved things today. They didn't particularly work out as I planned, but that's fine. There's always ups and downs, but I'm just currently in a state of mind where I cannot find the motivation to do anything, except now I've gotten up and started doing this, actually. So that's good. But, yeah. There was a moment there where just any little thing that went not my way would just absolutely trigger me. And, there are things that I feel like I should be doing right now, that I'm not. And because I really couldn't be bothered doing them. And, I may not need to make myself feel guilty about that, but I do. And that's weighing on my conscience. And I, for some reason, just cannot find a balance or a reason to, I don't know, reach equilibrium at the moment. So I'm on here. I guess this counts as like the first video to the new channel. I say new channel, I've had a channel before. It's definitely vastly different than this, I guess, in terms of energy. I'm thinking that not every video is going to start off this depressing, but that's kind of what, I don't know. I don't really know what my biggest plan is for this channel, but I guess if I had to sum it up, if anyone finds themselves still here, still listening to this commentary, welcome. I want you to know that I'm planning for this to be a space where I can be severely honest about my feelings, thoughts, and, state of mind, about how, I don't know, recent events, or just a place of honesty and not beating around the bush and just telling it like it is, and none of this like putting on a mask thing to make things seem better than what they are. And it's not supposed to be a nihilistic approach to things. I'm not trying to be negative about anything, or like life is bad and it's all poor and this is the channel where you can air your grievances and everyone hates everything. No, not at all. I want this more to be a place where we can sort of, or where if anyone else wants to come along, then that's awesome. Where I can just be myself and not have to put on an act for the sake of views or popularity or anything like that. Oh, these are double bolted. That's a cool detail. Yeah, I just want to be able to jump on a video and be myself and and not worry about the attention that I get for it or the results of it, but just have a nice time to sort of just relax and come on and do this. And I don't know, if that is interesting to anyone, then that'd be amazing. If no one ever sees this, then that's also cool. My life doesn't really change that significantly, but you know, that's how stuff is. I'm also trying to plan to not use profanity or say anything that I would probably usually say with my mates. That's also the goal of this channel, is I'm going to try and be a good boy for once. And I don't know, I just want this to be a really nice place for everyone to be able to just come to. Oh yeah, that's right, I gotta fix this roller coaster. It's still way too scary. Do you see that? You see that? Even right now, when I'm like commentating on this, I really wanted to say the SHIT word, because that's my usual personality that I put on when it comes to videos. I did that for wait, since 2012, so not in, wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. 12 years? I did videos for like 12 years, yeah, 12 years. And on another channel that I probably won't mention for a long while, just because I don't know if I want that to sort of come into this or be a part of this. I just want this to be a separate experience, and I don't want to feel pressured or bad about what I'm doing. But anyway, that's getting off topic. The videos that I used to make, very high energy. My cat is knocking things over. Jim? Jim, what are you doing? Yeah, it was very upbeat, bubbly, happy, and although I have moments in my life where I am very, very happy, and I love entertaining people, I love making people laugh, and I do still feel like that does come from a very sincere place still. But at the same time, I also felt like it still wasn't really... If it was me and it was sustainable, then I think, actually, no, it's the opposite of that. If it was me, if it was truly who I am, but it wasn't sustainable, because, like, you know, the grind and having to keep up, having to be, like, absolutely jolly and just happy and doing jokes every freaking video, and then you have to do, like, so many videos a week and a month, and I mean, I wasn't that good at sticking to a schedule either, but I think it was even more so that it was just so much to work up to doing. The pressure alone to jump into video mode, as I call it, was it's just too much for me. And so I just never did any videos anyway, because I couldn't be bothered being like that all the time. And so I guess with this, what I'm hoping to achieve is something between entertaining, but also, I don't know, honest and relaxing. Nothing too serious. Nothing. I'm not planning for this to be the next best thing. I don't really care, I don't think. I want to be able to be myself and make videos, because I do miss making videos, I think. I do think about it every now and then, but I honestly, there's part of me that's just like, man, because I think it stems from the fact that I love entertaining people. I think I do. I don't go out of my way to do it on a daily basis. Like, I don't play instruments live. I don't do anything live. I don't do stand-up comedy, but I have always grown up with like YouTube videos, gaming YouTube videos and stuff like that. So, and then I did it for 12 years, and to be honest, like, it wasn't very rewarding. I'll, like, straight up honest, I'm just gonna say it was not rewarding in the slightest. And that sounds bad, and it sounds negative, and that's, I mean, so be it. It's bad, it's negative, or maybe it's not even bad or negative. It's just the truth for me. It wasn't rewarding, in the sense that I think my goal for that particular channel was to become like the YouTubers I love so much, because a lot of it was just like doing what they would do, reacting how they would react, and all the editing and stuff was the same thing that everyone always does all the time. So I would say the most rewarding thing that came from that experience all those years, like all of those years, all of that effort put into videos, and I think the most rewarding thing was one day when my friend said that his sister really loved one of my Sims 4 videos. So like out of 1,000 or so videos that I had done over the years, one video that someone had said in their own time, they just found it, they watched it, and they thought it was funny. That single-handedly was I don't know, something about that moment was just like, man, I really, really want to make more of those Sims videos. That's the weird motivation about it. I guess that's why people do YouTube for so long then, because if they actually hit something that people like and they get a lot of feedback for it, it then sort of drives you to do more of that. So in this particular instance, I loved doing the Sims videos because those were like that's my biggest series on there currently, and it's probably because of this, but it was also like my most edited videos ever. They were arguably my funniest series. But I don't know, maybe it was like that little bit of feedback that I finally got where I was just like, wow, there's value in this, and I see it as well. I love it as well. So I want to keep making that person laugh, as cheesy as it is, or as weird as that sounds. I don't know. Yeah, it's just something about that. So for this, I'm kind of going into this kind of like I've been learning how relationships work, as like, don't go into it expecting any, well, not necessarily relationships, but just communication and being nice in general. You know, that argument where it's just like, if you're a truly nice person, you wouldn't expect anything in return. And I think that's kind of the way I want to approach this, because if I don't expect anything in return and I appreciate what I do for what it is and whatever I do on this channel and just roll with it, then I'm ultimately going to be happy. I mean, I'm hoping. Right now, it's like I'm in a very sort of dark mood, but I would imagine once I've pepped up again, I would make a bit more of engaging videos, more to do with, oh, is he gonna make it? Okay, he made it. Sick. More to do with like entertainment and, you know, some good times, not like over exaggerated, oh my god, like YouTuber thumbnail over edited stuff, but just like, I don't know, playing a game that I particularly want to play because I love it and I can find enjoyment out of it, and hopefully someone else can as well. So yeah, that's a very, very honestly apt description of this channel name, BubbleTalksALot. I I don't think I've ever done a video type thing where I've just sat here and spoken for like how much? It's like 20 minutes now. And I don't think I'd like to think it would not be like this all the time where I'm just absolutely just offloading onto the microphone, and there was like no gameplay actually taking place. But honestly, if this helps me, and podcasts are a thing where people, and streaming for that matter, where people will just listen to someone play a game or speak for hours on end just because it gives them, it helps. I can't speak for a vast majority, but at least in my own experience, I can see why it's appealing, because especially if you're very lonely or alone all the time, us being social creatures, it kind of helps for something to be in the background, or it feels like there's a friend there without necessarily knowing them, sort of thing. I do that a lot. I put on my favorite podcast of all time, Distractable, which is so, like, of course, like, obvious of me, I guess. And also, I have particular mental attributes that dictate that I cannot try anything else without excruciatingly forcing myself to do so. And so Distractable is what it's been for like almost 2 years now, I think. Like, I just keep going back and listening to old episodes at basically every point of silence that I have outside of doing anything productive or work or anything in my day-to-day life. So that's where I'm at. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it could be, I think it's good that we have the ability to do that. And although I still think that working on myself and becoming a better version of myself and getting past all of this is something to strive for, I still think it's okay to have a bit of distraction, to have a bit of fallback, and that's exactly what I want to do with this. If no one is watching this, so be it. If someone is watching this, that's awesome, and I hope you can relate to what I'm saying. And we'll go from there. To be honest, even now, just sitting here and doing this, and then I get up to go get a drink, and I talk to my cat in the most bubbly sort of voice and inflection, and even now I feel disingenuous just by doing this sort of video where I'm just talking into the mic. I'm not talking to anyone. It feels so, I don't know. It feels way lonelier to me to do something like this than being alone and listening to a podcast ever does. Probably because I'm speaking into the open air and it just feels so unnatural to me. I mean, I did this for years, and granted, I haven't made videos a lot. Actually, it's been quite a while. It's been like 2 years. But I don't even think I felt this bad about it back then because I was so focused on the novelty of it, I guess. I was so focused on the novelty of it being like a funny thing, and it was more of a creative endeavor more than a something for me to just sort of enjoy doing, I guess. And I think that is also why it was very stressful, draining, and just not worth it to me. But yeah, even now I feel kind of, I don't know, I feel kind of, in lack of a better word, I feel gross I know that, again, I know that's negative and it sounds bad, but it's true. It's the truth. I can't help it. I feel like I'm someone else and I shouldn't be doing this. I feel guilty. Wow, I've got a lot of notifications. Can I just clear all of these? But you know what? Perhaps if I feel like that, maybe I should just start playing the game a little bit and sort of relax and not think about. So besides the fact that I talk a lot, I also overthink everything. I overanalyze everything, and I'm aware of how much damage that could be doing to my life. So of course I'm always going to work on that. But for now, I think I've talked your ear off too much, and let me try. Let me just sit here and try to make a half decent gaming video. Yeah, all right. Okay, so let's just leave that all behind for now. Let's leave that to the start of this video. Let me reset. If anyone has stuck through the whole start of that video, and is still here, you've seen on your screen some crazy stuff, I'd imagine. Without a doubt, there are many videos out there of people doing some crazy stuff in Planet Coaster, but there's also like I don't even know how many roller coasters in this particular map, and each and every one of them have like spider legs that just go down to the it's super unrealistic is what I'm saying. I don't know what the obsession I have is with just if I'm building a coaster, I look at this one pole that's just that is, it would not stand up. It just would not in real life. I just love how that's just a single pole. Something could just cut and then the entire thing would just fall. I have an obsession when I start a coaster, I just go all the way up. I just go all the way up, turn it back around, and then just drop just as much speed as it can muster. I just love doing that for some reason. So I guess for the rest of this, you know, if there was a series, I would start building things. But for now, I'm just going to show you, I guess, give you a tour around this map that I've worked on for quite a while. Not too long. I mean, it's like a year old if you don't count like the 8 months or a year between the 6 months each. Does that make any sense? Probably not. Anyway, the point is I've worked on this map and didn't have any serious goal for it or anything, and so here it goes. So here's the entrance. It actually looks really cool in my opinion, and again, not planned. I just think, I mean, look, if we go Control T, go into this mode, if you're just walking in, right? Like this already, I'm already proud about, because usually when it comes to these things, I struggle to fill in the details and like the density of places when it comes to these large sandbox games. And so I don't know, there's just something about, because like I made this whole throughout this place the big terrain overarching situation that's going on here, and then I put all the trees in place and then the plants and then all that stuff, but then all of these poles that you can see and then you can kind of, oh, that's really cool, you can kind of see that roller coaster in the background there that's going around, so that again gives you like anticipation of what's to come. You can see a little bit of roller coaster up there. You can see people walking up the catwalk there, going to the I don't even know what that is, monorail. I never actually sat here and appreciated this before. This is actually really nice. Yeah, so I guess let's just keep going. There's this little intermediate bit here. You look up and see, oh wow. This is in the middle of the big spider-legged roller coaster right here, which is actually a sick view. Okay, so you know what? Me giving a tour of this map is also sort of giving me a personal tour as well, because I don't think I've really seen it much from this perspective before, but let's keep going. I would actually go back this way, and I would consider this more of the main strip where everyone goes. Because this is, what the heck? Oh wow. Okay. Yes, so like this is what I love about this map, because you can like go around the corner and spot something that you would never spot from up above. There's just so many like little things that may or may not have been placed ages ago. And the fact that I just keep coming back, building a whole thing, logging off, spending like 6 months away from it, coming back, and then seeing it all again is really cool, I think. So these simple rides, you know, they're cool. They're not the main attraction, but they do fill in the space, I guess. You know, and that's what I was kind of talking about before. If I didn't have these little rides in here, these thrill rides, it would all just be plain hills and grass and stuff. Because I don't know what else to do besides just constantly put more roller coasters. The roller coasters, that's what... Oh, there's a tree in the middle of the path here. Well, you know, it's not hurting anyone. So I guess not much is going on so far. There's another ride just there. The overhead is actually a... it's a queue for one of the rides. I think we're at our first roller coaster, actually. Yeah. I think this is the Dragon roller coaster. Yeah. How about we ride this one? And just take it, just do it as if we were coming to the park. Well, I don't know where it is, though. It's gotta be here somewhere. Is it coming? There it is, okay. It's coming around the corner, guys. I think. Where'd it go? Hello? If I stand on the track, I'm sure that's not a safety violation. Or... Oh, here it is. Yeah. Whoa. Now, if we're going to ride these, I just ask that you not judge me or judge me. One of the two. This particular coaster, a lot of these coasters were made way before I started caring about the statistics, like the nausea, the excitement, and the fear of everything. So they're pretty lame, and somehow have still gotten people in the queue, like lining up for days. So I don't even know, but let's see what it's got. I barely remember most of these. I love when you ride these as well. You can... Oh. Hello. You can look around. And just... I don't know. There's something about these views, man, that just... You could just sit here and look at for ages. They really... Especially with all these poles around, it just shows the vastness of this park. I just love it. Oh, that's good. Alright, here we go. We. Oh wow, so that was literally it. Yeah, that's it. That's It's weird that it took so long to show up before, because that felt like way longer than... I mean, before waiting for it, it took longer for it to show up. But yeah, that's it. That's all it's literally called Dragon 1. Yeah, I have not renamed any of these, by the way. Again, just, I don't care that much, but maybe now I do. What have we got here? Oh yeah, this is a recent addition actually, because I started working on something all the way over here, and so I needed to, you know, divvy off a path that goes that way. So I guess I will continue moving forward, because this is the oldest bits of this park. This is, oh, what's this? Oh, this is the staff building, so that is recent actually. But this bit here has been in this park since its birth, basically. And I really love it. I don't know why. It's just a bridge across some water that has water spouts and fire spouts, because, you know. And then it goes through this little archway that comes out into the big pathway. It really is packed here. This is where you get your food. So this links back up to the first ever main path that you come through the entrance with, all the way back there. But again, we'll come back to this. Let's go back over that bridge. I guess that means that the next coaster is actually this one right here, which I do believe, unless it's this one, or is that exit? No, that's exit, which technically means we've got to ride this one. And I think this one's actually more... Oh, no, it's this one. Okay, you guys get a treat on the very... Basically, the second coaster. Oh, that's okay. We're already at the top. I'm not going to subject you to that entire trip up the hill. But check this out, man. This is the tallest coaster. I mean, besides the one behind me, but that one's broken. So we'll forget about that one for now. Yeah, I just love how... You come up to the top here and you just sort of, you chill. You got to wait for the wheels to push you around. And so it gives you the maximum amount of time to just sort of look around. Maybe poo yourself a little bit, but that's okay. But I love this coaster because of this. It's just, there's no loops. There's no fantastical turns. It's just, it's the coaster for someone who loves, like, velocity, like, G's. Someone who loves speed and stuff. Because, like, I can see myself riding on that and just completely loving how fast it's going. And it's not doing anything special. It's just doing all of that. And I love it. And I hope you did too. So, let's have a look at the next thing. It really is packed. Oh, so, okay. So here's a bit of a story time. Back when I started this map, interestingly enough, I had my previous computer before this one, and its graphics card was an RX 580, a Radeon, an AMD RX 580. It's not horrible. I think it was like equivalent of 1070, a GTX 1070 NVIDIA. But even for it, or it may have even been the CPU as well, but having to render all of these random bubbles coming up and stuff, like all these particles and stuff, was a huge problem. In fact, I don't even think I could play this map the way I can if I didn't have this new computer I've got, which is almost not new actually anymore. But yeah, so it's kind of funny to come around these areas where there's so many particles and suddenly, oh, it was just a lag spike. Okay, well, this one's recent. I was getting it confused with that one. That one is basically the first coaster, the one we just rode, of basically the entire map. This one is one of the newest ones. We got quite a bit of an interesting entrance here. I don't know why, but it kind of dips. Oh, there's water there. Oh, that's kind of nice. I like that. There's like a little a nice little pond area, and you got to go underneath. And like the lighting in this game is beautiful, man. Yeah, just look at that. You have to like walk underneath the track whilst it's going, and it's just so cool. Yeah. I've never noticed that before, but you know, I guess that's cool. It's definitely broken itself, hasn't it? All right, well, let's ride this one. I think they're about to stock back up, if that's what they call it. Bored again. Yeah. That dude has an amazing mustache, bro. I think the variety of people has become a lot more apparent. It's so much variety. Okay, here we go. I don't really remember this one that much, even though I did it like literally 3 weeks ago, but let's have a look. Oh, wow. It has a... Oh, it's this one where it almost got stuck earlier. I love doing that, by the way. I think it increases the... probably more the fear factor now that I think about it, but also the excitement. Does this go inverted? Yeah, it does. So I remember it a little bit. Yeah, if you're doing a loop and you start to slow down at the top, so you start thinking if you're not going to make it or not. Now that's how you do it. That's how you increase, well, fear factor, so it's probably not fantastic, but, you know. I don't know, I just really like doing that. One of the things I love doing with these parks and, like, roller coasters is putting the roller coaster in the guest's face. And not in a bad way where I want it to, like, hit them or anything, but I don't know, I love having the infrastructure just running over them like this, so you can just look up and see it going. Like, that's so cool. I used to do this in Thrillville when I used to play it as well. I would always bring the coaster down to the path for some reason. I don't know why I do that. But anyway, we come to this one, which was the first wooden coaster of this whole entire place. And it still gets a lot of guests, so I'm happy about that. But also, apparently its fear factor is, like, really high. And you'll see. You'll see soon. It's not that bad. I actually think it's quite nice, but the game doesn't. So, you know, everyone's a critic. I guess it probably might be this entire first section as well. It's probably a bit boring. It takes like forever to get into the action. Okay, this is actually kind of ridiculous. Come on. I mean, I think I can speed up the game, but I don't know the hotkey for it, so that's fun. Yeah, okay. That bit would have pulled some G's for sure. And then I love how it just goes shooting back up again. That's like really cool. Hold up, let's look around a bit. Can you see the whole park? You see, it just gives you the opportunity to... I always forget there's someone sitting right next to just look out at the view, bro. Like if you were a guest and you're seeing this... Okay, here we go again. Oh, yeah, that one would have been a bit rough. And then insta-stop, basically, yeah. So I can tell, I can see how it's not great, but it's... One thing I always fail to do is make coasters long enough, because like I'll go up and then we'll gain some speed, I'll do a loop, and then I'll come straight back to the entrance again at the start again, and so it's like, what was the point? And I think that's why I like that wooden one, because it goes on for a while and it's got a bunch of exciting bits, but I know it's probably going to break your neck at some point. Now, this particular place, so we've just turned to the left from the coaster we just rode. This particular place, I did, like, again, the same thing 3 weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago at this point. Very new, very detailed, actually. This is the kind of stuff that I wasn't adding into the game, into the map before, because I didn't care. And now this is like an example of me caring, I guess. It's just a big area and a nice enclosed by the coasters area where you can come and have some food. You know, the TV might, you know, if I could, I'd make it. I mean, I can. You know what I mean? If it was playing something other than just the Chief Beef ad 24/7. But then, you know, you got this nice area. You got a lot of plants. You got some stuff. You can see through the pillars of the roller coasters to see beyond if you wanted to. And you can also just come and sit down and eat. And the AI of the guests in this game is interesting. Because they're kind of like ants. They sort of only hover towards the things that they need. So this, like, I would like this area here to be a lot more fuller, obviously. But if there's already stuff going on all the way over here, then they're never going to reach this place. But it still gets used. Like, still gets used. Is she not gonna... She's just gonna wait. There's a seat right here, bro. Okay. I guess they're done. But I like this place, man. It's nice. It's the same thing. Like, enclosed by the roller coasters. You've just got this big looming coasters above you. I love that. And then you see the... Oh, man. And then in the distant, you can see the other ones. When I was a kid and I went to, like, Dreamworld and all that stuff, this is the kind of feeling that it gave me, I guess. And I don't really know what feeling that really is, but I guess it's like the feeling of wonder, I guess. Yeah, because look, you see the rides coming up from behind the backdrop there. I guess it is the feeling of wonder, because I look over to this, and it's like there's a whole world out there kind of thing. Like, as cheesy as that sounds, it's true. Like, because you're standing in this one spot where you can only... Oh, that's good. They're using the trash. You know, you're here for a reason. And then you look over, and there's like a whole world beyond what you can see, and I love that for some reason. I can't explain it. Plus, the lighting looks amazing. The sun's blaring on my eyes right now, so that's cool. Now, oh, I actually missed a coaster. I missed a coaster. Let's go to Mr. Coaster. I would say that this is probably the most recent one. Oh, no, I'm spoiling it. Okay, wait a minute. Let's wait for it to get back. Okay, here we go. This is one of those recent examples where I was trying to actually, like, make the statistics pretty good. So I think this particular coaster has the excitement, fear, and nausea all in the green, which I believe is the goal. Oh my god, I love this one's lift system. It's not a chain, it just sort of... I don't really know how it works. I don't know what it's really doing, but it sort of just leverages you up the system like an elevator. Yeah. And then we'll lose a bit of speed here. We lose a bit of speed. Yeah. Oh, it's up here. Yeah, see, it slows down and then you go straight into the G's again. And then, like, even this bit, how there's, like, nothing really going on, you're just sort of just going fast. I don't know why, but I feel like I would appreciate that. I would still feel, like, awesome, because you can feel the vibration of the coaster going along. You feel the G-forces it's pulling. So a bit of a rough exit there, but yeah, it's all in the green, which I was really proud about. Okay, I think there's another one here. Oh no, it's broken down. So I guess we gotta wait for him to fix that. Okay, he's gonna go in and fix that. I think those people come off. Or they go. Are they gonna go? Oh no, they come off. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is just two lamp posts up here. Whoa, this one's a bit of a scary drop. I'm not gonna lie. I even put brakes in there so it improves the ratings. That's a technique I use a lot, actually. Whoa. Whoa, and then they go down, and then they come back up, and down again. And it's just a big long thing of brakes. Really? And then it just sort of coasts. Okay, this is a bit ridiculous. I'll give you that. And then just this. I mean, it's graceful. It's very graceful, actually. It gives you that little bit of excitement at the end there. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Alright. Well, I guess the next section would be through here. You can see another perspective of the fiery lake. Again, with the amazing overview of all the coasters and stuff. But if we continue on this way and we go left, there's another one of those areas where I tried to branch off from the main drag. Oh, okay. It would seem that I need to hire more staff. This area is... It is ancient, like it's part of when this map was first started, but it's never really taken off that well. One of the biggest memories I would say I have of this is I look back fondly on it, but it's what I was kind of saying before, my old computer. When I first started this map and I was testing out, I was having like crashing issues when I first built my previous computer. I was having crashing issues with the first graphics card that was in it. And the way I would test it, I actually think I'm unlocking this memory now, but the way I would test it, I would literally come in here, spawn a whole bunch of glitter machines. And I don't, this is probably going to make the bitrate of the video just go crazy. But I remember I've got this photo somewhere or a screenshot where it's just like this in this very area. And I still think it's really pretty. You just have this like flat bit of grass you can't walk on. And it's between all the chaos. And there's just like this really nice and peaceful section where you can just hear the sound of confetti going. You can hide under this tree. I don't know. Something really peaceful about it. Well, if we go back here, I'll show you this coaster to our left first, because this is pretty boring. It's weird. It's a weird one. I don't really get the point of it, to be honest. because it kind of just does this. It's maybe, I think, and then it just sort of throws you around a bit, and then yeah, and then it does this. I don't really know what the point, I guess the feeling of just hanging over the edge, but then it's sort of just, I don't know, it's really boring. But I guess if I had to categorize this and a bunch of other coasters that I make, I would call them touring coasters, and by that I mean coasters that you ride just to go around the whole park. There's always a coaster that I'll try and make that just goes around the entire park to explore it for some reason. It also fills in the negative space. I feel like this is one of those situations. We go back this way for the second wooden coaster of our journey here. We jump on this one. Wait for it to get back. Here they blow. Here it is. Here it is. She alright? Oh, they got hats on. I've never seen them wearing the hats just yet they put the store up not long ago to sell. I don't even know if you can control, like, what kind of hats they sell. I really love this train car design, though. It reminds me of Sea of Thieves. It's Sea of Thieves styling, and, like, it glows and stuff like that. Got a lot of fond memories in Sea of Thieves. Maybe I'll have to play it one day on this channel. Oh, there's just a tree that's jutting out from the side of the coaster. I love that. I love the randomness. This one also has a very long build-up. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, this part here is like, what the heck? I like that one. It's still like exciting. Even that bit, that weird bit up here. Where is it? Where is it? It's up here. Yeah, so it literally... the nature of how these wooden coasters come together, it literally looks like it's broken. Like, so broken. And I think realistically this wouldn't be possible, but... the idea, I guess, was that you're going slow, and so it's just sort of throwing you in your seat, and then you're upside down, looking down into the spider web of wood. Just to add to it, you know, just to add to the excitement. Now, we can go all the way back to the start of the map. So that we can, actually, we might ride nah, we'll do that as a finale, huh? We'll do that as a finale. We go back this way. And we'll come back to this area where I was talking about, where I was trying to build up. Now, the problem with this place is that I don't really know how guest AI works on Planet Coaster, but they really don't like new areas. Like, look, the only people that are on this bridge to this big area, might I add, is workers. Like, it's kind of crazy. But anyway, regardless of that, I still think some of the best coasters are over here. We got this very tedious grass path going up to this one here, which no one likes. I don't even know. Can I ride it right now? Oh, it's gonna go, I think. Yeah, it's gonna go. All right, let's ride this one. I love the colors of this one. It's very, very fun, weirdly cozy, but also bright and interesting. Oh, that goes inverted as well. Wait, what's wrong with this one? Besides that, oh, that would actually... Oh, okay, that's pretty crazy. Alright. Well, that's not bad at all. I mean, besides the breakneck bit. But see, the thing, I feel like it's just because no one ever comes over here. It's sad, you know? The path also goes down there, but let's follow the main path. Because I love how it just goes over top of the river, and I just love how that looks for some reason. Reminds me back when I used to play Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, and I would do a lot of things with like pools of water and stuff. So we got a general ride here, which no one is at. That dude must have the most worst job, brother. But like, look at it's a whole new section. It's a whole new section. Look at them. Look at that go. It's crazy. It's crazy. We can go over here. Let's go over here. And that's where the path ends up to go to where we just came from. I like this bit right here. Like, I put a lot of effort into like the scenery around this particular coaster because, you know, you can see it's like very tropical. They don't have a sand texture. I really thought they did, unless I'm tripping. Sand? No, they literally don't, and I don't know why. I mean, unless it's a DLC, they've been doing that a lot recently. But yeah, this is like a tropical, Sea of Thieves-y, piratey, tropical island themed, sort of. Yeah. But I think this coaster itself is actually really nice. Are we riding this one? Why is there people just sitting on the second one? No. The next car. No. That one. Okay, here we go. I remember this one being pretty cool. This is actually one of the first ones that I worked on where I was actually worrying about the stats and like getting them all into the green. So I think that's why this one actually is pretty good. Bang, into the water. Oh, and it just picks you back up again. There we go for a second drop. Oh, it's a spiral. That's right, I remember having a lot of trouble with this bit. Pulling too many G's. We go, what? Oh, that's a bit of a breakneck. Okay, I mean... bit of an anticlimactic ending, but it's a graceful ending. Usually when I make coasters, they sort of just come to a screeching halt at the bay, the what do you call it? The station. But that one, you know, I've been getting better. Now, is this the queue? That's not the queue, but this is the queue. So our next coaster is this one. Now, I cannot find a single bit of evidence that suggests that this is a pre-made coaster. And so what I mean by that is I made this and I can't believe I did, because this is arguably one of my favorite... What the heck is that? Is that what's going to lift us up? Is that how that works? I've never seen that detail before. That's crazy. So I think we're waiting for the last car, to which they're coming around right now. So yeah, like, I love how this coaster, how big it is, how far it goes, and how smooth it is. Like, it's such a nice experience, and I can't believe that I made it. I just can't. Though it is my favorite color. My favorite color combination, though, is orange and blue. Which is weird, I know, but I don't care. It's like Portal 2. The portals, or Portal, I guess, in general. The portals mainly being orange and blue. So you can imagine that I loved that game quite a bit. Not for that very particular reason, but here we go! Oh. Is that magnet? Is that a magnet? Because it goes up and then it holds a bit, grabs onto you. That's so awesome. This is literally a roller coaster that I would ride in real life. Because like I'm not a thrill seeker. You know, I don't really go to theme parks, but this one I would actually enjoy. Just because of how smooth it is. It goes up and then go back down, and it's nice and it's not too in your face, and then go back up, and then we gracefully go over this again, and then come back down. And then up again, and then we sort of reach this equilibrium, and then we come back down again, but it's still smooth. None of it's like breakneck, none of it's like super over the top. And then there's a second one over here, I forgot about that. And I think we go back the other way? Yeah. There we go, and then we go, wow, into the water as well. And we go down. See, I love it. There's a lot of energy in it for being such a long, like, ride. I think it comes around. Yeah, it does a loop. We go back down again for one last little ride, I think. I forget what those bits are. I think they're brakes. But I'd like to think they're taking photos. And then there's this big sort of like build up to the station as well. I mean, people do have to sit here and chill before they can get off, but still. If I had to describe this coaster, it's like the roller coaster representation of chi. You know? The flow state. It flows perfectly. Is the perfect word I can describe it in. It just flows, and I love it. So if we walk along here, we can see the underside of the monorails. That's interesting. I love seeing all the little details that you would usually miss if you don't go looking for them. If we go back here, there's this little entrance into this recreational sort of foodie area that I was trying to set up. There's a couple of food places, a couple of places to sit. This is an actual whole restaurant. There's a loo over here, and then it goes back onto the main place. I don't know why, but there's snowy trees here and a marquee, but that's cool. Let me get to this wooden coaster. And I don't want to spoil it, so let me see what's going on. Is it coming back? Gotta be here somewhere. Oh, the next one's going. Okay, let's go. Is there music playing? That's where the music plays, because I remember setting music for this coaster, but I thought it was like playing out in the open. It plays when you're riding it. That's cool. Yeah, I think this is the first wooden coaster out of all of these where I was worrying about the stats. As you can see, it's a lot more graceful, it's a lot more smooth and flowing than the rest of the wooden coasters that I've shown you so far. And that is basically it, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's everything. We've just got this little bend here that has a couple of food places at it, and you can see the rest of the park from here. Yeah, that's basically it. We can come back here. Come back to the monorail. Where's the queues over here, I think. Yeah, there it is. We can jump on one of these bad boys. I don't know which one it'll put me in. Ah, cool. Yeah, so we can literally jump on this one. And I love this. I love these things because I literally just routed this through a large part of the park where you can just look out and see the park. So let's just sit here and sort of enjoy this journey. Wow, that was quick. All right, here we go. And of course, we're, for some reason, a child. Can I change seat? Yeah, there we go. It's a bit better. Wait, this does go pretty quick. I'm pretty sure I turned the game speed down. It just goes really quick. And that's it. The journey's over. And we're back at the entrance again. This is where that, the thing led. Yeah, that was normal speed. Wow. I guess it's because the main reason why I built the monorail thing... Oh my gosh, there's a coaster that I forgot to show you. Okay, we'll get back to that. Is because I was trying to solve the issue of people not going over to that area. Let me just Control T. There we go. I like that camera. People just will not come over to this area. There are thousands of people just bunched up all over here, and that's great, but like, I don't know. There's some good stuff over here as well, and people won't get to experience it because the AI is weird. But anyway, that is my park. It doesn't really have a name. It's just called Sandbox Park, which is very original and the first name that it actually gives any park that's a sandbox park. But anyway, this one is going, but it's just set to test because I look at the ratings on it. I was trying to make the most ridiculous, the most craziest, huge, biggest drop. It's technically the tallest out of both of those, but it's not open, so I didn't count it. But coaster, and then somehow I wanted to like get the ratings at a point where people would actually want to ride it. And I wonder if I can do this without... Okay, here we go. And it's also the longest build up. I'm pretty sure these are on max speed as well. So let's just sit here and enjoy this, I guess. Here we go. We go inverted. I've put brakes there. There's my technique. I don't even know if this finishes. Whoa, big, tall, very high up, sweeping nature of that. A bit jagged there. And then it reaches the top here, which I was hoping to be a bit more elegant, but it's not. It's not. Goes around here. I don't know. Oh, it does. It just comes back all the way back here. Yeah, so there used to be another section where it would just go up and then stall and then come all the way back. But it actually does complete. So that's cool. Maybe one day I can fix that and actually complete the challenge. I mean, we've still got the entirety of this section to fill up, but I mean, if no one's going to ride it, then who cares? Or I'll just do it anyway and it'll be fine, and who cares, because we have fun over here. We like having fun. We like having fun. Well, I must say I still feel weird about this whole talking to no one thing. I mean, you could argue that I'm talking to an audience, but it's just my screen. It's just games. It's just a microphone that I'm talking to, so it still feels very foreign to me. But I don't know if anyone's going to enjoy this content. I don't know if anyone's going to watch. I don't know if it doesn't really matter. And that's okay. It really is. I don't even know if I'm going to get around to editing this super quickly, but whatever. This was nice. Like, I've had a nice time. I feel like I'm getting hungry, so I'm probably going to go have dinner. Yeah. Hopefully there'll be some more engaging content. And if not, then so be it. This channel doesn't have to go anywhere. I don't have any major plans, and I have other creative endeavors that will definitely precede this stuff, but I don't really know. I guess I'll just I feel better. So that's good. Talking about anything you feel even just talking about how you feel is always a good way to bounce back from those moments. So not that I am an expert or a professional, but just make sure that you know that you can always talk to anyone. So just anyone. A random stranger that you think might be nice. I mean, don't go talking to strangers. I probably shouldn't say that. But you know what I mean. If you feel like this is a nice place for you to come and sit and relax and just listen to someone, or even go to sleep whilst listening to someone commentate or play a game or something like that, then that's kind of my goal. Remember that there are many resources to reach out for if you need someone to talk to and you don't immediately have anyone to talk to. I would like to think that if I get a big enough audience, then we can all help each other. But as is the nature of the world, there are good and bad in everything we do. So who knows? But I hope that everyone who potentially watches this or doesn't even watch this, I hope everyone's doing well. And yeah, just take it day by day. Just remember to breathe. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.